I feel like I've been a broken record for almost a decade. I said the same thing when WeWork got cut out. I said the same thing when MoviePass got cut out. The media needs to stop blaming founders who are merely symptoms of a larger disease. At this point, one grifter, you're like, okay. But over the past decade, the amount of grifting we've seen that has come out of Silicon Valley and startup culture, there is something else at work. And that is a system and a culture that rewards bad behavior. And the founders who are getting caught out are doing exactly what the silent rules have encouraged them to do. So we can't really be surprised when we find out people are growth hacking their way into the numbers they said that they had, because that is how most businesses operate. This is unfortunate because it's another case in which a female founder has been affected. So it's going to change the calculus on investment going to female founders, even though continuously, statistically, women receive higher returns on capitals. As we know, the press scrutinizes women more deeply. And so even though there's probably 30 companies doing what Phoebe Gates did that are male founded, this unfortunately is getting the press because she's the daughter of a billionaire. Continuously, we have seen this type of behavior coming out of this industry, and it's time to start asking different questions. Why are ethics not prioritized in startup land? Why is fake it till you make it encouraged? And I understand you have something that's like an early product that you're proving a thesis out, and that's part of the deal of an early stage startup. But I think there is this level, having been one myself, that people do want you to lie. Time and time again, I would find myself in situations with investors where they were sort of pushing me to lie in a way that did not sit well with me. And obviously not all companies operate this way. Not all investors operate this way, but I do think now we're facing a general cultural issue, and I think that's really what we should focus on here. It's like Phoebe Gates is just the product of a broken system. And the other thing I want to say is just that if something feels off, it's probably off. My spidey senses were always up around all of that because it felt like very fast, a lot of attention, and most startups are built over a few years. It's not a quick overnight success. So that always feels a little fishy, that maybe you're riding a clout train versus having a real thought out product. And there's a lot of startups like this. I'm not going to name them, but there's many that are operating on inflated optics or creating sort of myths around the founders or the business that if we were to look under the hood, I can promise you it's not matching up. And so if something feels off, it's probably off.